Warriors, as you can see, this is the minimalist bag that I use to store all my clothes in. So as you can see, it's very lightweight and it is very small compared to a proper wardrobe. And as a bonus, it has a carry-on part to it where you can carry it around, but not really necessary. And it has a zip, so this is how I open it and close it. Now, you can see the amount of space in this bag, and it is amazing for people who have a little amount of clothes, but I wouldn't recommend it for people who have lots and lots of clothes. So for someone like me, I have about 5 to 6 tops, 2 coats for the winter, 2 tracksuit bottoms or trackies as I call it, 2 pairs of jeans, about 7 pairs of underwears, 1 singlet, and I literally store all those clothes I showed you into this one minimalist compact bag. It is incredible that I can fit all my clothes into this beautiful, simple bag. And the pros to having something like this is that you know what to expect in that bag. You don't have to waste time looking for your clothes. And the beautiful thing is that it tucks away so nicely into corners and you can literally put it anywhere you like. And this is why I love being a minimalist and I love having less clothes. So you guys, just really quickly before I finish the video, because this is extreme minimalism, I just wanted to clarify a few things. So things like socks and stuff, I actually borrow from my husband's because he has loads, and I just kind of take his and then like wash it and return it. Like obviously I'm a woman and I wear a bra, so the one bra that I have I'm wearing right now, so that's why you didn't see it in that bag. And I mainly do wear trackies, tracksuit bottoms, joggers at home. I find it really comfortable, so that is my go-to, and I've got 2, so I just kind of rotate. And that's actually that bag is actually filled with winter and summer clothes. So lots of people kind of like have like a wardrobe for their summer clothes and then they put their winter clothes in when it's winter, but mine's literally all just summer and winter, and I kind of manage with all that. Sometimes if I do want to dress up a little bit or dress a bit nicely, I will buy one piece of clothing from a thing called Vinted in the UK, which is like secondhand clothes. And then once I finish wearing it, I just kind of resell it on Vinted rather than keeping it as a permanent clothing in that bag. But that is my like base and foundation. And I guess the extreme minimalism can be subjective, because I mean, this is extreme minimalism in the sense that there are millions of people with really, really loaded closets with loads of clothes. Kind of, you know, I know I've got family members who have closets where you open it and it's literally falls out like the number of clothes. But then I've also seen documentaries and things like that with Buddhist people and very kind of minimalists, kind of having only like 7 pairs of clothing, and it's kind of the same thing, like the same outfit. So maybe in their eyes this wouldn't be seen as extreme minimalism, but I think it is, considering that millions of people have a massive wardrobe or have some sort of like shelving units to put a bunch of clothes in, whereas this is literally all in one bag. And it's funny because there's actually still a lot of space in that bag. Yeah, that's all I can say. I think the reason why I'm like this, I mean, none of my family members or the people I've grown up with are like this. I think it's because there's something in my heart or gut or just the true me knows that it wants to have less, and and when it comes to clothing, I just want to have the basics, exactly what I need. I don't really want a closet full of clothes that I have to kind of go through for minutes and hours to find something to wear. I think there's something really amazing about having just a few clothes. It's just so simple. You just don't waste your time selecting, and like it's just so easy to kind of manage. Like even when it comes to your washing, it's like just so little to wash, and I love it. I love just having less. I love being a minimalist. My plan in the next few months is, because I'm gravitating towards Buddhism, and I'm a very spiritual person, so I know that I'm making some really big steps, and eventually I want to reach a place where I don't wear any of these clothes anymore. It will be just the kind of plain attire, where kind of like what monks and nuns wear, or like people who do meditation wear, where it's just a simple kind of long sleeve cotton kind of top with the same matching trousers. A lot of people kind of put in a lot of effort in their dressing style, and I think when you become very spiritual and you let go of a lot of desires in you and the attachment to your appearance, physical appearance, I think that's when you realize you don't need to wear fancy clothing, and it just becomes, eventually, when you master the mind and things like that, you'll end up wanting to wear the most simplest thing, and it doesn't matter what other people think in the world. So that's where I'm heading towards. I did make a video like 4 or 5 years ago doing the same kind of thing, but I did have a little bit more than this, but now I've decreased to about 10 items. And so maybe this time next year you'll see me with just that attire I'm talking about, and probably in a smaller bag. And I'm thinking of, like, it reminds me of the Pooh Bear. Do you guys remember Pooh Bear? And he has like a stick with this tiny bag on the stick. Not saying I'm gonna carry a stick with a bag on it. It just reminds me of that. I don't know. I just love that about Pooh Bear. He just carries like this thing in all his stuff in that little bag. But what I'm trying to say is it will be smaller than this. That's my goal. Not because I'm trying to become more and more extreme. It's because I'm mastering my mind to the point where I let go of this attachment to my physical appearance. And I think there's going to be something very, very beautiful and admirable about people who dress so simply. Back to all my items in one bag. Let me know what you guys think. And I love you guys very much. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Sending you all so much love. Bye.